Well, hello there. Welcome to Trekking with Turtle. Today is Wednesday, the 10th of April of 2024. Today we just kind of came on a spontaneous trip all the way down to a place called Catalina State Park, which is located just north of Tucson, Arizona. Never been to this park before. Got here and it's quite a bit of traffic while it's down here. But we're going to go and see what we can explore and make a day of it. Come follow me to Catalina State Park. So the first one we've come to after we have paid for our fee to get into the park, which is $7 per vehicle, up to 4 people. We found this trailhead and looks like we're gonna go on the Sutherland trail. It seems to be the longer of all the ones, but maybe we'll try to explore some of the other ones. But I'm going to take the longer one just because I want to spend the day out here and enjoy what Catalina State Park has to offer. I understand there's some water out here, not drinking water perhaps, but like places you can actually take a dip. And so we're gonna take the Sutherland Trail and see where it leads. Upon first glance at this trail, the one thing I notice is that there's a lot of lush green landscape out here. I mean, it is springtime, so everything's kind of blooming. But yeah, I wasn't expecting this deep grass with it being the desert. So if you look across the way, there's just a assortment of saguaros. And we're continuing on the Sutherland Trail. According to the map, it's about 9.9 miles, I believe, round trip. Could be one way. Some maps are designed a little bit differently and written differently. Like there's a lot of wildlife trails off to the side. I call them wildlife trails because I know those are the animal trails. Looks like we've come across an area of water that we pretty much have to cross. So if we can find an easy way to get across, I will have my hiking poles with me today. But it's very gravelly out here. A lot of sand out here as well too. Just gonna go up a little bit, upstream a little bit, to see if there's an easier way to kind of cross instead of trying to balance my way on all those rocks. I'm getting pretty good at leaving my hiking poles behind when I really need them the most. But anyway, it is what it is. Hopefully I'm going to be getting a brand new pair here soon and take it everywhere that I need to go. So hard to exactly say where the best place is to actually cross. Looks a bit wet there. I'm gonna go back downstream. I mean, on this, it was supposed to be, I think, 85 today. It won't feel too bad on my feet. Even if I happen to get them wet, not too concerned about it. But I'm gonna come down here to where I saw some other individuals crossing. Looks like that might be one option there. The other option are these rocks here that it looks like they have been strategically placed for the purpose of crossing. So I'm going to turn off my camera so I can focus on that. Well, we safely maneuvered crossing the waterway. Feet got a little bit wet. Wasn't too deep. Feels actually good on the feet. Felt a little like snow runoff. Alright, so continuing on, we'll see what else we can find. I believe there are these animals that are down here. I believe they're called coatimundi. It's kind of a rare sighting, I guess, if you do get to see them. But they apparently, if my mind serves me correct, they look like a cross between a raccoon and a lemur with a really long snout, a really long tail. I don't know if they are territorial or aggressive, but with the many sightings that I've seen online, nobody said anything about them being aggressive towards humans. So if we get lucky today, maybe catch one or two. Lo and behold, we have another crossing of water. So since we've already kind of got our feet wet, it's not going to hurt to walk through the water. Again, it actually feels pretty decent. Not very deep. Not going to sweep you off your feet. But it might make your shoes a little bit dirty. But what's the point of having them if you don't get them dirty and use them? If you can hear the helicopter in the background and hopefully see it, I believe it's a search and rescue mission. There is someone that came up missing a few days ago, so that could be why the helicopter is out and hovering pretty lowly, is that a right word? Pretty low. And lo and behold, we have another crossing. But all these flowers are out here blooming, just gorgeous colors. And again, because of the helicopter continuously passing by back and forth, I'm literally gonna say they are on a search and rescue mission. So you might hear them again, but continuing on up the Sutherland Trail. Oh, we got lizards. We got flowers. We got swallows. Cat's claw. Someone painstakingly came out and put these railroad ties in. Here comes the helicopter again. Alright. It took a lot of their energy. Just a trail full of Mexican poppies and other types of flowers that I don't know what they are, but it makes for a colorful trail system. Helicopter still in the background, making passes. I really hope that they find that individual alive and well. Nice prickly pear. All right, so we're taking a detour off the Sutherland Trail. Someone told me about this waterfall that's off in the distance over there. I'm going to zoom in. I don't know if you could see it from my vantage point, but there is a waterfall. It's called Dripping Springs. And apparently it's called Dripping Springs because it only drips. But for some reason today, there's a lot of water coming off of it. And it's just a little bit off the beaten path. They say you can get close enough to where you can kind of feel the temperature change because of the water. And someone told me it can take about 10-15 minutes to get over here, but we'll just kind of play it by ear. It's a little technical over here, so I got to watch the footing as well. They also did confirm that there are coatimundi in this area, but they don't know where they hang out. These people are from just up the road, and they said, yeah, they've had the coatimundi in their backyard. So, who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and run into a coatimundi. And also, too, there were also some bighorn sheep, I guess, released through here a while back. They brought them from Utah. Not sure why, but they brought them from Utah and released them in here. So we probably won't see any bighorn sheep because I think they have a tendency to like the higher elevation. So maybe up there in the mountains if they are here. The coatimundi must also live near the rocks. I'm assuming that's how they find shelter. At least with all the videos, or excuse me, the pictures that I've seen of the coatimundi, they're always near the rocks. But you never know. We're gonna venture on See if I can get close enough to the waterfall to sit in it. I don't think I can actually get underneath it, although it would be kind of cool to see the backside of water. O2H, O2H. So, we're going to carry along and get over to the waterfall. Well, this mountain range sure really spices up the landscape in here. It's very beautiful out here. Very colorful because of springtime. Lizard drought. Hopefully the rattlesnakes aren't. It is warm enough, but maybe they'll keep their distance. They'll hear me coming and run away. Well, not run, slither away. All right, carrying on. So I was informed when you come to the Cairn, the CAIRN, the trail navigational tool, they said to stay to the left when I can kind of see where the trail heads up toward the springs. And it's a little bit closer than you think. When you look at it from the distance, it looks a very long distance away. There's a little side trail off here. Takes you to an overlook. Bunch of saguaros towering over me. You can see where the water is coming down. Looks nice and cool. Scanning the mountains to kind of see if I can see any wildlife. All right. Back to Dripping Springs before it gets too crowded over here, before everybody finds out where I'm at. Well, there's the springs. We're just below it. Zoom in a little bit so you can actually see it. Dripping Springs. Looks like we're getting close enough to taste it. I can hear the water running down to my left from Dripping Springs. Reminds me of a mountain creek. Well, I took another detour off the trail. I got back to the cairn, and instead of staying on the trail to go to back to Sutherland, I found my way back to an area where there is, pardon my unsteadiness here. There's another area back here where it looks like you can kind of go down and camp. A lot of water coming off the mountain. You know, it looks like it's very fresh water too. We're back on the Sutherland Trail. We're going to follow this Feels like I've been hiking for miles, but of course I took a detour. Well, we've been a little bit more than 4 miles on our journey, and came to a decision to start heading back. Wasn't too many more exciting things to see out here other than just the landscape and the terrain and that one snake that I saw. It also sounds like they have stopped searching, at least for today, if that's what they were doing, but I feel like that's what they were doing. They were searching for that missing hiker. Anyway, I don't mean to harp on that. I just wish her the best. I wish her, meaning the hiker, because it is a female, 49 years old, short bob hair. But I do wish her the best, regardless of the outcome. So, again, you're out here. Actually, it doesn't really matter where you are, but when you're out here, watch footing. You're out hiking anywhere in the world, you gotta watch your footing. You gotta watch for wildlife. You gotta watch for your navigation points, because not all navigation is equal around the world. There's another one of those sharp-looking dandelion-like things that you used to blow as a kid, or I used to blow as a kid. I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And it just looks sharp, sharp, sharp like a cactus. As much as I want to touch it, I probably should just leave it alone. So soon we'll be getting back to the crossings of water. Maybe we'll take a small little dip, cool off a little bit. I kind of like to keep my camera on for the rest of the time out here, because you know that if I do run across another slithering serpent, I want to be able to catch it. But it seems like every time that, I shouldn't say every time, but anytime I've ever run across stuff, it's always like split second and they're leaving and I don't really get a good shot. I know some of you are thinking, God, you're crazy for wanting to look for that stuff, but it's out here. And shoot, don't want to miss a step, don't want to miss a heartbeat, and don't want to miss any part of your flesh. It just became super colorful with the contrast out here with the poppies and the mountains in the backdrop. What a sight. Wow, what a sight. Coming down this side of the hill, and just again another huge assortment of saguaros towering. I mean, these are, wow, they're so taller than me and I'm above them. We're heading down to the trail, which we will cross over onto their side and keep heading towards the parking lot. This section coming back down, back to the wash out or water runoff area. It's a bit steep, bit technical, pretty sandy, so you gotta watch your footing. Also watch out for the road apples. But if you just take your time there's no need to rush. But once we get down, looks like if we go to the left, it'll take us to the Canyon Loop Trail. And if we go to the right, it's going to take us back to Sutherland. So we're going to stay on the Sutherland Trail. We're going to cross the water again. This time I'm not too concerned about getting my feet wet because it feels good on the feet. Also washes the shoes. Since we're almost back, not worried about the feet getting wet and or the socks. Well, that about wraps it up for today at Catalina State Park. Thanks for joining me on Trekking with Turtle, taking the Sutherland Trail here at Catalina State Park near Tucson, Arizona. We'll see you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching.